You already know. Raw feed's the best feed. Sucker freeze the movement. Step it up or get stepped on. And first things first, I hope everybody's doing well. The real ones, the suckers, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. And for the most part, I hope your dogs is thriving in a proper manner. And I hope and wish for nobody takes tragedies, especially over these summer months, with heat exhaustion. That shit is real. And I have became victim of that a couple of times. So I hope you guys don't have to suffer a loss like that. And shout out to Bears and Bulldogs. I really chimed in to one of his lives earlier this morning. Kareem, that's my dog. What's up, fool? Man, what's up, fool? One of the top notch motherfucking subscribers, whatever, man. Like you always be chimed in on my shit. And when you don't, when you do, you know what I mean? It feels right. Like, oh, where you been at, man? Shit, my channel missed you, man. We missed you. But thanks for chiming in, man. I hope you're doing well, fool. On everything love. Hey, just keep on going, baby. Just keep on going, fool. And that's the best companion you could ever have. That and your pistol. Hey, man, it's all good. That's a blessing and a curse at the same damn time. But at least you got a steady income. You racking in them dividends. That's proper, fool. And you only getting what you deserve, man. On everything I love. Shout out, shout out to Kareem on everything I love. But anyway, I don't really plan topics. And I don't really like to be on here all that long, you know? And maybe that's one of my issues why I I just like to get to the point and and and, and make valid points at that. Ah, I would like to say, now I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional in this. I just go on day to day living experiences with animals, multiple animals, different type of mindsets when it comes to these animals. And I'm not a professional. Whatever your trials and tribulations may be when it comes to you and your dogs, whatever I go through, don't trump that. It's just me reflecting on the shit that I go through with my dogs and what I could say um pertaining my dogs and my experiences. Man, motherfucker, I need a lighter. But I love when I go live. It's just off the off the brain. And uh, the thing I could say, first things first, with these animals, man, I don't care if you have a working breed of dog. Regardless of the litter, you have, let's say, a litter of five coming out of some spunky ass shit, right? Some real good working dogs. I'm not talking about pit bulls. I'm talking about in general, good working dogs. First things first, as a buyer or as somebody that's into these type of working dogs, you know what goes hand in hand like a peanut butter jelly sandwich is bonding and time. But it gets a little bit more deeper than that. Introducing your working dog to do its job. A lot of dogs may have, or I should say, spark up a lot sooner than other dogs or litter mates within that litter. But you, as a handler, owner, motivator, creator, because I feel it's 40% how the dog is bred, 60% the people that's behind these dogs that make these dogs all they could be. Okay. Now, we don't know each other on YouTube. Well, mostly of us, we don't know each other like we know a can of paint. We don't know. So, what you need to do and understand is five puppies out of one litter, and you give it to five different individuals. Every last one of them dogs are not going to be the same due to the fact that who are behind these dogs. Now, if a person has a mindset, has experience with these certain type of working dogs, 9 out of 10, that dog can excel in its working attributes, whatever it may be. But a lot of people tend to have these dogs and don't know what to do with these dogs. A lot of people have these certain type of dogs just for a marketing tool. Every swift tongue is not your friend. You hear a lot of swift tongues, but you get to hear somebody say, look, I don't know what the fuck I'm really doing. What I feel I have is this, that, and that, but I don't know. Everybody comes off like they're an expert. And that's a problem between certain type of people. If you, an individual that lurk like a certain type of dogs, whether it be a variety of different type of working dogs, 9 out of 10, you know what dogs would do or would excel in the job duties, you know? And that's what a lot of people lack today is acknowledging the breed of dog you have, understanding it, know how to motivate and give a young pup confidence so it could be a confident adult. A lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to get up on here, pop their jibs, and that's it. Using these dogs as a bragging tool. And then the first thing they do is go to paper and ink. But mind you, mind you, YouTube, five people, five different individuals received a pup of five coming from working stock, everything. Basically, here's your clay, mold this shit into the best you could have it. And all dogs, all five of them dogs will not be the same. Why is that? But everybody on that panel that received one of them dogs out that litter proclaims to be a working a houndsman or a bulldogger or whatever it may be. How come? How come? Because every dog has his own mindset, his own attitude, the way it accepts correction, stuff like that. Like, I don't know all people that understand. If you don't, hey, well, then just skip this live. You know what I mean? Wait till the next one. A person that has a well bred dog and has been living with this person for 3 years, but has a certain mindset and don't like certain attributes this pup may have, don't don't mean that pup or that dog that he had for them couple of years or whatever, whatever time frame this person may have this dog, means that it's trash or it's not nothing just on his judgment. That dog could be with somebody for 7 months and that dog will rock and roll and be a phenomenal dog. It's just the gift of the person behind these dogs. A lot of people say they got great dogs and all this and all that, just on the illusion on ink and paper may do to certain individuals. But when it comes to working, ain't nothing there for you to like, oh, when the dog is gonna tell you what it may have or what it don't. But then again, the person behind these dogs, did that person give that dog all the tools it needed, as in exercise, mental stimulation, confidence, everything, everything that a working dog, a competitive dog may need. Did that person behind it give that dog what it needed? Some could be yes, some could be no. But with the people behind that dog be honest, be like, this is how this dog worked out. But I think this dog could have been better if I would have did this. Everybody's too proud to admit their downfalls and will blame the owner. I mean, blame the breeder on their mistakes. So therefore, what I'm getting back to is everybody has their own way pertaining these animals. Only because that animal didn't work out for that one person, don't mean the next person can make that exact same dog a better animal. Then it goes all back to the person behind these dogs. Once again, everything's behind these dogs. Human. Is he capable of making dogs better or greater? What is his main objective dealing with these animals? Cause YouTube. There's there's YouTube channels, right? Call themselves, or people may see them as whatever the fuck self-proclaimed names they may be, undefeated or legendary or infamous or whatever the fuck. There's videos of them giving dogs up for stud that are 8 months old. An 8-month-old puppy getting offered up for stud, supposedly for bone crushing ability. What the fuck? But if you hear them today, you would never think they would say some shit like that. Once again, shut up. There's people in it just because they love it, and there's people are in it for the loving of the financial income they may get behind these animals. It's a big difference. And all I could say is a person may have a dog and their concept may not have been suitable for that dog, but they're going to label that dog as a piece of shit. Now, yeah, we all know about cur and co dogs. We all do. But once again, let me see if I could. Let me just see if I can show you this picture. Once again, this bitch wouldn't hurt a butterfly. Wouldn't hurt a butterfly. No way. Not this bitch. People will call her a Kurt. I wouldn't. She's cold as motherfucking hot ice. But everything that came out of her has been on a higher caliber than what she could ever fathom the thought of being. So tell me this, YouTube, is there such thing as what they consider gameness or just a puppy that's interested in something like its other litter mates, but don't even have the thought of doing that? Could be a key tool for a person's breeding program to be quote unquote good dogs. I'm not going to say great. I'm not going to say phenomenal and all that shit just sounds good dogs. Because I could tell you what good dogs are now and in the 90s will be a good dog. But as in producing pups, far more fire than what she could fathom the thought of. I have that. I experienced that. I experienced two males. One had a couple of breedings. One never had one sticking under his belt. Littermate brothers. The Littermate brother, we all know, and I don't want to get red flagged because people tend to get their ruffles feathered. I mean, their feathers ruffled when I say this name, but my dog's name was Adolf Hitler. That's my dog's name. Okay? So please, get out your feelings and listen to what I gotta say. Adolf Hitler, my dog, American band dog, around 45, max weight 50 pounds. Max, maybe 53. Super agile, super athletic, and his littermate brother, Peabody, was more on a heavier set. Like, I don't know, his build was different. Even though his build was just different. I don't know. It's just kind of strange, but his build was different. Um, Peabody, a great dog. My dog, Adolf Hitler, received his name 3 weeks after he was born. Why? Because every dog I pick up, every pup I will pick up, eyes are barely cracking open. Adolf Hitler be that little, he'll be growling. It sounds like vibrations under his belly. Like, what the fuck? Is this fool growling at me? Sure enough, I was like, yup. The only dog, male dog, that was willing to stand up to Adolf was Peabody. I was like, oh, I gotta keep him. I gotta keep him. He came more natural, uncropped, just natural, you know? Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs, man. Great is far-fetched. Good fucking dogs. Something that any breeder, scientist would love to see. Let alone this was my first litter. I had a litter of 10. Speaking back on, like I said, I could talk about what this. I can only go off on my experiences, and this is what is gonna pretty much piggyback on what I brought up in the first shit. And well, in the first, it'll get to just listen to me. Just listen to me. Goes back to Ruby and how delicate she is, but produce more dogs fire than what she would ever possess or let alone show. I should say show, not possess. Because she possessed it, but she just never showed it. All right. Peabody, Adolf Hitler, out of my first litter. I mean, I thought that shit was the spunkiest shit ever. 6 weeks, the Bando's rabbit test, all that. Doing phenomenal. I kept these two dogs, raised these two dogs up to like 4 or 5 years old. Okay. I lost him on my own negligence. Peabody, great dog, man. The only dog out that whole litter that would stand up and have weight against Adolf Hitler. Like, but the difference between them two dogs was two things. Hitler was a lot more athletic, and Adolf Hitler, was a way better producer than Peabody could ever produce. Even though the people that did get dogs off of Peabody, when I had the chance, which I have Tic Tac, uh, uh, Maniac, Springfield, 400, Leia, this is all coming from Hitler. This dog gave me all pressure, all pressure. Peabody couldn't produce worth of shit. His attributes was up there. Everything was good. Pretty much no dog was better than compared to Peabody and Hitler. None of them, they couldn't outwork each other. But when it came down to the producing part, Hitler that only stuck one time out of 6 years made I mean, one of the firest litter I ever owned. I ever owned. Peabody could never even think about making a litter for myself like Hitler did. Same litter mate brothers. So what I'm saying is only because a dog may not show the attributes of what you're looking for, like real talk. And it's I guess it's just like uh I don't know, man. I don't know the word for it, but a lot of people, including myself, wanted to put Ruby down. But my baby monster convinced me just keep her. Just keep her. Let her be an in-house dog. And I did. But she gave me some most fireest fucking puppies you could ever fathom the thought of thinking about coming out that cold ass bitch. Straight up. That bitch is cold as fuck. How this dog game is crazy and unpredictable. Only because you see a dog with a couple of scars on their face don't mean that shit is really about what it seems or what you take it to be. Look at the people behind these dogs. Not just that, it's nothing greater than understanding this dog shit. Once you understand it, all these pitch lines that people do and all you can see through that. So if you could get any type of answers to your questions or just me ranting about what I've been through with these dogs. Don't go on what the next man says. Because the next man may not show as much affectionate, true love for that dog. Fuck the breed. I'm trying to make this dog be the best in its breed. I don't do it for the love of the breed. I do it for the love of this dog. Because that's what you're trying to make great. It's the dog in front of you. So therefore, a lot of question marks come about when it comes to these dogs, man. Tic tac, tic tac, chill, mama, chill. So with that said, I hope you gain just be open minded to these dogs, man, and just understand every working dog is a living being. That's all I gotta say. It's a living thing, a living being, and a lot of these motherfuckers want these dogs to have more heart than what they display. So therefore, take that shit. take don't take that as a grain of salt. The dogs will speak for itself without a word mentioned. Let this shit settle in, and I'm out.